Criminal Minded here. And it's like 2 o'clock or 2:45 where I'm at. And I want to talk about something. I made a video about this, but the video was kind of shit, so I had to delete it. So I'm just remaking this video, right? It got to do with gate crashes. You know, like you are holding an event, and some people who are not invited turn up anyway. But you want to be nice, so you allow these people to attend the event. And as you allow these people to attend the event, there's the people who are uninvited start making demands in an event that they have not been invited in, or they are not wanted in, right? They start complaining about the food, the music, and the type of people who are at the event. I'm pretty sure a lot of people has experienced that before. You know, especially a lot of people likes to party. I'm not a party person myself, but this example I just gave you is how I see integration and the black race with the white race. Black people like to gate crash white people's events. Like to put themselves in a place where they're not wanted. I'll tell you how I see this whole integration movement. This whole integration movement with Martin Luther and his cronies. All it was what black people begging, crying, and literally forcing white people for white people to accept them in the establishment. They want to shop where white people shop, shit where white people shit, sleep where white people sleep, eat where white people eat, club where white people club, party where white people party. Like all this type of dumb shit. And I don't get it. I'll tell you why I don't get it. Before integration, there was segregation. And I'll tell you something. In segregation, black people had their own ice hockey league, baseball league, basketball league, had their own shops, their own bus services, their own hotels, their own everything. Right? But the thing with black people and selling out and just not being happy or being content with what they've got, they always want something else. I don't know what that is. But as soon as we integrated, all of that stuff there vanish. Black baseball league vanish. Black ice hockey league vanish. Black everything vanish. In fact, a lot of black businesses gave up their establishment to go and work for white people. Gate crashes. And then we complain when they mistreat us. But this time you could do for self. But you choose not to do for self. For whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't understand why black people see white people to be better than them. Yeah? Like I said, the only reason why white people may seem to be better than us in this very moment of time is because they've got the biggest gun. So anything that you do that will make them look less than you, with a bigger gun, they will come and destroy it. It is that simple. You don't need a lot of logics to understand that. You don't even need maths to understand that. A 3-year-old can understand that. Do you understand? So us thinking we're going to integrate, going to solve the problem, it's funny. It's not going to happen. Yeah? There's too many integrationist mentality going on out here, where we stick our nose where it's not wanted, and we do dumb shit that just don't make no sense. You got a black woman crying on Facebook that she tried to get into an all-white female fraternity group, and the females wouldn't allow her to. So now she wants to start a petition and start a protest because she wants to get into the all-white female fraternity that bad. To me, that tells me that this black bitch hates herself and she's insecure. And the only way that she will see any wealth in herself is to be amongst white people. And when white people turn her down, she has lost all sense of self. You got black people who got this notion that when they go to a white-owned store, they must show the white people that they can afford what white people buy. You're not showing them nothing. All you're doing is giving them back your money. That's all you're doing. And what's funny is this, right? You got black clothes designers. You got black. Now you got African companies that make African cars in Africa. But I bet you any money, Africans themselves will not even buy that car because they don't see any self-wealth in that black man's automobile. Trust me, it's not like black people ain't doing stuff. It's just that black people don't believe in themselves to back up the black people who are doing this stuff. Like, there's a lot of black clothing line, but what would rappers promote? They'll promote fucking Louis Vuitton, Versace, Gucci, Prada, all that bullshit. And none of these people give a fuck about you. They don't know you. They've never been to your neighborhood. They will never come to your neighborhood. They don't give a fuck about you or your DNA. Check this shit. Oprah Winfrey want to scream racism. She goes to a store, a white-owned store. She wants to buy the most expensive handbag in the store. The white bitch tell her, you can afford it. Oprah Winfrey comes and starts crying, talking about you're racist. Oprah, you can't afford it. I don't care how much billions you think you got. You still can't afford it. Why? Because you represent a whole group of race. And you, being able to have the money to buy it doesn't mean that you can buy it. You understand? In a ratio of 100 blacks, one out of that 100 can probably buy that bag and still live comfortably. Do you understand? Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses and stop trying to integrate amongst these people. Do you understand? Oprah got enough money to make her own bag, but she'd rather go to the white store and give her money to the white race. I don't know what she's trying to prove. I know you scream racism when they don't want you to buy their shit. Black people scream racism when Tommy Hilfiger say he doesn't like black people to buy his shit. Black people scream racism when Cristal said he doesn't like black people to buy his drinks. They don't want you to be amongst them. I don't know why you guys keep on forcing yourself on them like some little bitches. I don't get it. We always crying wolf at the dumbest shit. I really don't get it. I really do not get it. You got some places in Africa where white people has migrated to and tell black people that they cannot come there. I kid you not, in South Africa, even in certain parts in Zimbabwe, it used to be like that. I don't know if it is now. And it's not just South Africa and Zimbabwe. In lots of African places, Uganda, Kenya, I'm pretty sure say in Ghana as well, Nigeria as well. And listen, there's a lot of things that goes on they don't talk about, where white people black people can't come. And to me, I'm surprised that black people could even let them in a so-called black country. Well, I understand why, because there is no black country. They just stewardess who are keeping white people happy in the meantime. All the African governments, African so-called leaders, they just stewardess keeping white people at bay. They're just white man's little horse. You get me? So that's why places like that in Africa exist. Do you understand? There's nothing they could do about it. But we should be at least be able to kick them the fuck out of Africa. And tell them, if that's how you want to live, go back to Europe. To me, I think it's time we start practicing self-wealth and also start practicing self-worth. Meaning, it's also time we start practicing segregation. Because we had more things and we were doing quite okay for ourselves in segregation. The only thing that we didn't have was an army. And to this day, we still don't have an army. A strong army that will back us up militarily, physically. You know? Because we got the brains for everything. I mean, think about it. For a bunch of race that they say we are nothing, that we're a piece of shit. Isn't it funny how they keep on copying a piece of shit's art form? They copy our music, they copy our sense of dress, our sense of style. Their language, they forced on us. Our language, they take without no force. Our language, we don't force on them. Their language, they force on us. Who's more of a fucking idiot? Us or them? You see, we need to start analyzing how they think. They use the gun to make you think they're superior. Because anything they want, they take by force with the gun. Because in this world, whoever got the biggest gun makes the rules. So they pretend as if they're more important. I said, oh, you can't come here, you can't come here. And you start thinking, oh, they're doing something that I don't have, they're doing something that I might need. So I'm going to throw my shit away and go to their shit. They're only to find out that their shit ain't shit. And you don't even want it in their shit. I think it is time black people start going back into segregation. Because we were doing quite okay then. The only thing that we was lacking was the military aspects to protect us. Because integration ain't helping fuck all, bruv. All you're doing is you're giving them away. All I see is them taking from us and still pushing us back. They take our music, they take our art form, they take our inventions and put their face on it. Or they buy outright from the creator because we ourselves lack the support to fund our own people's inventions. Do you see what's going on? This is what's going on out here. So all you integrationists and all you gate crashers, instead of starting your own party and restricting them, you let them restrict you while they take from you. The white man is very smart. Analyze that shit. I, for one, I'm not stupid. I've seen the greatness and the power of the black race. And I will not integrate with no race. The only time I will integrate with a race is if they're becoming a customer of a black-owned business. That's the only time we integrate with them. That's because that's how they deal with us. They only deal with us through finance. That's the only time they are willing to deal with us. And even then, they make sure that they're the one that is in a better position. They're the one that's receiving the finance, not giving the finance. Analyze that. That's the only time they're willing to accept you. The only time they're willing to let you gate crush is when you're coming to be a coon or you come to give them your cash. Otherwise, you're not welcome. We should start practicing that mentality. Yeah? I don't want to be a gate crasher at some boring ass party, some racist party, and then when I get there, I complain like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm achieving something by complaining about a party that I'm not invited into. Nah, mate. Ban that shit. Yeah? Black people need to wise up. There was one incident where there's a shop called Macy's where you got two black people, a female and a male. One of them went there to buy a belt. The belt is over $200. That's the male. He could have used that money for something much more important, but he chose to go give it to the white company. And then the female was a pregnant female. I think she went and spent $2,500 on a fucking handbag. You're pregnant, about to have a baby. You're not even thinking about saving for your child's future, or for something that the child will need later on in the future, something that you may need later on in the future. She wants to go buy a fucking white designer handbag so that she can look good to other black people. Because that's the only thing. Black people can never show off to white people. You cannot go to a white-owned store and buy a white designer's goods and come and show off to white people. They'll just laugh at you. The only people you can show that shit off to is other black people. And you get the logics. Why you can't show off to a white person? Because you bought it from their store, so you're giving your money back to them to help their economy, their community, their people. You bought an item that was designed by a white person, meaning say it's not black owned. So which means that everything about you revolves around them. So the white person on the street corner don't even need to buy that shit to feel good about himself. All he knows is you deem their people to be the shit just by doing that. But do you know what happened to them two black people? The shop owner or the manager at that store, because Macy's is like a franchise, there's different stores of it. So that particular store, the manager called the police on them too, because even though they paid with their credit card, the manager thought that they stole the credit card, or the credit card was a clone. So they called the police and the police arrested them. Do you see this? They don't even respect your money. They don't respect you. They don't respect anything about you. They don't respect your money. But I bet you what, they'll bump black music. They'll try to have some black swag. They'll do a lot of shit. They'll dab each other's hand with a black handshake where you pump each other's fists together. Every race is doing that now. But they'll never admit that it came from black people. You know what I'm saying? Like they do a lot. Listen, they do a lot of shit that black people do that we did not force on them. 95% of the shit that we do today that is from them was forced on us. You want to gay crash at people who have to force their way on you when you don't have to force your way on them. They just do it willingly. Man, I'd rather stay with black, mate. Yeah? I've heard a lot of black entertainers say that sticking to your race is is staying in the tunnel, and you have to come to the light. Bitches and coons, I will stay in the tunnel. Do you understand? I will stay in the tunnel. Because the tunnel is where it is at. The tunnel is where the energy is at. I'm not down with integration, and I'm not down with interracial relations. You can miss me with that shit. It's black on mine. Yeah? Black till I die. Do you understand? I will never, ever integrate. I will never, ever gate crash into a white party and then scream racism or mistreatment. We could do for self. Yeah? It may not be on the same financial scale as them, but it is a start. These crackers didn't get where they got to from their jump. They had to jump some ropes. And the reason why they got to where they are now is because they jumped them ropes. We're too scared. We're too scared to jump ropes. We're too scared to look them in the eye. We're too scared to compete with them. We're too scared to do anything against them. All we want to do is get with them and then cry racism later on when they don't want us, or when they feel that they fulfilled when they feel that we have fulfilled our usage. We want to sleep with them. We let them fuck us in our ass. We let them fuck us in our mouth. We let them do everything to us. And then when they finish, they say, okay, well, get the fuck up and fuck off, nigga. We get upset. And then we go and cry to the world like the world gives a fuck. Everyone do for self. You don't see Chinese people integrated. And when Chinese people do integrate, it is on an equal term. They integrate with your culture intact. Analyze that. When Chinese people integrate with these white people, they make sure say their culture is intact. Their sense of dress, their sense of food, their sense of language, their sense of wealth. And you know what I'm talking about. Same with the Asians. When you see the Indians especially in England. Yeah, white people go, oh, let's go get some Indian food. When you watch white soap operas, white movies in England, there's only two ethnic group food that they're willing to integrate into, and that's the Chinese food and the Indian food. You never hear no African food in there. Yeah, and whenever we see an Indian culture being represented in England, it's always from the standpoint of the Indians. Their language, their sense of dressing, their way of life, the way they talk, what they own, what they represent. Same with the Chinese. When it comes to the black, we're always begging to integrate. Yeah, we're willing to drop our ancestral culture in a drop of a hat just to blend in with these fuckers. Not knowing that we are giving them an energy boost by willingly going amongst them. And we are losing our energy. We become energy deficient. I see it. I'm never going to lose my energy, bro. Yeah? I'm going to stay black. I'm going to stay African. I'm going to stay criminal. With or without degree, I'm still a criminal. And I'm still black. I'm still African. Yeah? Integration in for me. The only time I'm willing to integrate with a white person is on two grounds. If I'm going to make money off them, with them, or they got something of my interest that I believe I can learn from. That's the only time I'm willing to sit down with a white person to do anything. That's it, because there's nothing else. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yeah? I believe that shit highly. Fuck gay crashing, man. And I'm saying, I'm not even a party person myself. I'm an anti-social type of nigga. Criminal minded. I'm out like I stole something. Peace.